Yo, what is going on, guys? And welcome back to Fazos Thoughts, episode 12. And today, man, we are just going to get straight to business. I feel very passionate on this subject, and I feel as though that it can only go one way, and that's my way or the highway. This video is about why Drew McIntyre cannot lose the Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood. It's that simple. A lot of people I've seen online, everyone's, nostalgic about CM Punk coming back. They're nostalgic about him being here and like, wow, it's still surreal that like almost, essentially 10 months later, Punk being in the company still doesn't feel real. I agree. I felt that way when I was talking to my man Smooth, you know what I'm saying? Long time channel contributor. I felt that way when I was talking to him about seeing CM Punk come out at not Night of Champions, at Bash of Berlin. You got all the fans singing his song, and he still comes out in the hood. He's honestly the reason why I started wearing my hood a certain way, and I only wanted drawstring hoodies. I mean, like the zip up ones. I wanted to be like CM Punk from time to time. But if I'm being completely honest with you, this is probably one of the best feuds that WWE has pulled off in quite some time, and I feel as though that it would go sour if they pick the incorrect winner for this match. Now, as you can see here, I'm using Drew McIntyre because even in video game world, it just doesn't seem right seeing him lose this feud. Now, there's a lot of arguments on why CM Punk should win, and some of them aren't so bad, but let's just get these out of the way right now. Some of them is, oh, CM Punk has to have his moment. The whole point is for the babyface to go over. When it's time for him to face Seth Rollins, he'll look really good because he beat who beat he'll beat who beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. It'll be a big thing, right? And it's like, yes, okay, I understand. You want CM Punk to look really good in any feud that he goes in, considering the fact that he hasn't been here in over 10 years. I 100% understand that. However, here's my problem, right? CM Punk has also been the reason why Drew McIntyre hasn't had gold essentially all year. And I know that's like, very much so storyline reasonings, but like, if we're really looking at it for what it is, bro, Drew not having the title this year, low key, is for him to be doing the best work in his career and he doesn't even have a title around his waist is crazy. Now I do understand that every phenomenal run by a superstar does not mean that they have to have a world title, a mid card title. Hell, for the bloodline situation of Ulafala to be the tribal chief, as he had already said, he's the tribal chief no matter what. I just don't think that in this situation that applies because this whole feud has been about the World Heavyweight Championship. Think about it. When Drew McIntyre took out CM Punk, which I guess Punk was just going to win at Elimination Chamber or something like that. But when Drew took out CM Punk, right, we all knew who CM Punk was going to go for if he won the Royal Rumble. He wasn't going to go after Roman Reigns. He already knew that that was Cody Rhodes' business, right? He was going to go after Seth Rollins. What did Seth Rollins have at the time? The World Heavyweight Championship. So he lost the World Heavyweight Championship opportunity because Drew McIntyre took him out. Whether we like it or not, Drew McIntyre is the reason why we didn't get a CM Punk WrestleMania. Realistically, the reason why CM Punk didn't main event this year is because Drew McIntyre injured this guy. And I know it's storyline, I know some things are kayfabe, but that's as real as it gets. And I don't know if there's real bad blood between these guys, no pun intended, but like realistically, Drew McIntyre is the reason why that we missed out on a CM Punk finally getting his WrestleMania main event. It would have been on Saturday. Damn sure was a main event on Sunday. But WrestleMania 40 turned out good for, I mean, if you ask me, right? But yeah, so that at said event, right? Drew wins the title. We already know how that goes. CM Punk swept his feet, and he caused Drew McIntyre to lose the title due to Damian Priest cashing in. One of the best moments of WrestleMania 40 this year, right? Nobody is even nobody in their right mind is going to deny that. Like that was one of the best parts of this year's WrestleMania. Probably one of my most watched ones outside of the returns from the Bloodline Rules match, right? So Punk cost him the title. He only had the title for about 5 minutes or whatever the infamous time is, right? 2 minutes. I don't know how long it was. Then Drew essentially, he's like, you know what, whatever, I'm going to do what it is that I need to do to get this title. We move forward to Clash at the Castle. It's in Scotland. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly really did think that Damian Priest was gonna lose. I was like, you know, he beat a few guys. He did beat Jey Uso. I know some people really thought he was gonna. I didn't think that Jey had a chance of winning at that time. But I was like, he beat Jey Uso. He already beat some people that thought that he was not going to go over. You know, Cinderella story's over. It's time to give up the belt to, what I'm saying, to my man's Drew. Out comes CM Punk in the referee attire, messes it up for Drew. Then we get to main event. Then we get to Money in the Bank. He fucks up the Money in the Bank cash in that this man had going on. So this has all been about the World Heavyweight Championship, which is the reason why I can't see CM Punk winning, because Punk is not about. He did say he's going after the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, you should if you're in the WWE. You should be going for any title, right? But like, using logic and real storytelling, it would make no sense for CM Punk to go over a guy who can probably win the World Heavyweight Championship within the next 2 months. Now, Gunther is a real champion, right? No slight on Gunther. I don't think that he's one of these, lame champions that's gonna lose their belt within like two title defenses. Like, if anything, I feel as though that he's gonna hold the title longer than he might have the title after Cody, for all I know. But if we're really, really looking at it for what it is, Drew already has a history with Gunther. That world heavyweight title scene is going to be wide open after Bad Blood. And like I said, I already know that Sammy's not going to beat Gunther. I know he's going to have the title for a while, but that does not mean that we can't get Drew McIntyre at least challenging for the title. Seth Rollins is going to come back from injury at some point. I don't know when that's going to be, but all I do know is that Seth Rollins, he might be able to get the title. I really do want to see a triple threat between Drew, Punk, and Rollins at some point. I just don't know when or if we're going to get that. But long story short, Drew McIntyre can't lose because he's lost all year. I don't care if he's won the qualifying matches to get him into the losing positions that he's got himself in. But Drew McIntyre has lost all year, and it's time for him to win this huge feud. CM Punk is going to be just fine. As you can see, we're still going to be wearing his shirt, still going to be chanting his name after all these years. CM Punk will be just fine, but it will not work for Drew McIntyre. This is all I got for y'all guys tonight, man. It's your boy Fazos the Great One. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out, bro.